Bears lost to the 49ers 42-38, but it was a highly entertaining game. You can't make this up. You can't call it another cardiac comeback game. It was more like an Ali Frazier fight. Thriller in the Manila. They went toe-to-toe, but why? Both defenses sucked. Terrible. The crazy thing is, they both were scared of each other's offense. Afraid of the big play. So they refused to blitz. Their safeties played deep ball like an outfielder lining up on a warning track in a baseball game. That opened up all the little short passes and nobody to stop the run. The 49ers have their own media to deal with. Let me get on our Bears' asses. First of all, this defense didn't just have a game, this defense didn't just have this type of game for the first time. They've been like this all season. They have been like just giving us fits. I know you have been sitting on the couch or sitting in the chair and you just say, what the hell? Score a touchdown and then they give it back faster than we score a touchdown. They haven't been able to stop the run, defend the pass, generate any pressure. Dennis Allen, what is wrong? What is wrong with the play of your players? Us fans want to know. A lot of us probably already know. We see it every week. The Bears probably would be 3-13 if it wasn't for the offense and Ben Johnson's genius. Now that I've seen enough of this bad defense all season, I'm going to say what I think is the problem. And you probably share some of the same things I've seen. Here's my 10 things that is wrong with the Bears defense. Number 1, could it be that Dennis Allen has lost his mojo? I mean, for like the past 20 years, he's been one of the best defensive coordinators in the NFL. It could be his approach is just outdated now. The evolved offense of line, offenses, can retire, old success. Number 2, he don't have enough players that could play his style defense. Most of the players are from Matt Eberflus type of defense. And you know how it is. Caleb Williams had players that just didn't fit, the type of offense that the Bears wanted to run. So now you get Ben Johnson, and they bring in Ben Johnson type players, the type of offensive line that is needed for Caleb Williams. Okay? We just probably don't have enough of those players that can play his style of defense. And I'm going to touch on that a little later. Montez Sweat isn't what we thought he was. At first I thought that, he was, hurt. After he came to the Bears and just made a big splash, I thought after that when they got hurt a little bit, I thought it was just his lack of play or impact was more of him being hurt. But now that I see it this season, it's like he's just not strong enough. He's not quick enough. It's like he make 1, 2, 3, 4 steps and then he's like out of breath. It seems like he don't have enough energy to push forward, to push a guy out of the way and make that move. Just like a Michael Parsons or Myles Garrett. It's like now teams don't even double team him no more. They just put him up one-on-one. And the sacks that he have had, it doesn't look like he really forced the issue. Like he's the benefit of someone else's pressure and he just cleaned up. That's what it looks like. Or he playing against a second, a backup or someone where he's making an impact. We don't need that. We paid him all this money. Dude, you need to, in the offseason, work on some moves. Look at Reggie White's tapes. Look at some of the other ones that are successful. Myles Garrett, look at what they're doing. You need to work on your footwork or doing something. You know, we do have Austin Booker that's really playing hard. But as we see, he might be a little too light. He might need to put on some weight in the offseason in order to be not retain his speed and quickness, but need some strength. You can't bull rush nobody. Number 4, the defensive line play is small and weak in the interior, up the middle. There's no push. All I see when they're doing it is, you know, they start off and they getting pushed back by the offensive line, whoever's in front of them. They're getting pushed. They're just in the standstill, running around. It looks like big brother, little brother in the backyard. That's what it looks like. I can't believe it. You know, big brother just pushing little brother around. He's trying to get around you. That's what it looks like. How does it look to you? Okay, number 5. The linebackers, they seem too slow. You know, none has Urlacher speed. They don't have that sideline. They don't fly to the ball. And they miss tackles. Tremont Edmonds, oh my God. Now, he was good for Matt Eberflus defense because they played zone. You know, but now that you got to play one-on-one, you got to play man up. You got to stay with somebody. You got to use your football smarts. You're missing tackles. You're getting juked out your boots. Terrible. Wrong decisions. You have to think more on Dennis Allen's defense, and your football IQ, all y'all football IQ just seem like, man, it's like you got to break you all down to football one-on-one. You know, that last play in the 49ers game, Tremont Edmonds, you was on a guy. You all had first and goal. I mean, they had first and goal. You was on the guy. You was covering the guy. Brock Purdy ran up to the goal line, and you left your man. Easy toss around you. Somebody else had him. You do not leave your man in a situation like that, and you know that. Things like that has killed the Bears defense this year. You know. And that's the linebackers. They need to probably have to go out and get some linebackers that have much more speed, that can fly to the ball. You need linebackers that can fly to the ball. Okay? Okay. Number 6, the cornerbacks and safeties appear to be too slow. They appear that they cannot cover guys. They're too slow in the coverage. I mean, if the opposing team receiver gets a step on them, it's all over. They can't. As soon as the receiver catch the ball, they can't even catch the guy to make a tackle. And they missing, arm tackles. Terrible. They, what's his name? Stevenson. He definitely don't look like he fits Dennis Allen's defense on, as a cornerback. And just to go back a little bit, those reserves that came in when Tremont Edmonds, T.J. Edwards, and Sewell was hurt, those guys are Dennis Allen type linebackers. players on defense. The tackles they was making, they was flying to the ball. That's the type of linebackers and stuff that Dennis Allen needs all the time on the defense. The problem that we have with these, like I said, with the cornerbacks, they broken coverage is just too much. It's like they're not playing smart out there. You as a safety, you're supposed to be the last line of defense. Okay? The last line of defense. You're supposed to be surveying the field when it's a pass play and being able to anticipate when one of those receivers is about to break free around a cornerback. And be over there. It's like you all react too slow. It's like you see this happening and then y'all wait until the guy damn near caught the ball before you react. It's too late then. Then you're looking crazy out there. And after the game, you all talking, it's our fault. We got to do better coverage. And hell yeah. How about think about that in the game? How much you need to change. How much you need to fix during the game. In-game adjustments. That's what you need to do. Thinking about it before the play happened. That's what coach used to tell me when I was little. Think about what you're going to do on this with this play. There's only a handful of things you can do. Or maybe a couple of things. When you try to play a zone, the receivers just find a spot, get there, catch the ball, and then we can't even catch them. We can't even catch them. That's the problem. You don't even know how to do the angles, angle pursuit. Understand angle pursuit, meaning that you go to a spot where you anticipate the receiver going to run to. Y'all run right at the receiver and they just juke you straight out of your shoes. It's like, why you run straight at that dude? Run to an angle, take off one of the running lanes, and make it predictable for where he's gonna go, and be anticipating that he's gonna do a cutback. You all don't even have that concept. That's crazy. Number 8, again, poor football IQ, which I just explained in those instances. Some of the basic things gets lost. I don't know why it is that those real talented superstars, it's just they know. You look at the quarterbacks, receivers, they just outsmart the hell out of it. They just see how you playing. They already got you. Number 9, we don't have no mean dog leader on defense. That rally up guy. Rally up the troops on when in the big moments to come. We need that guy to get the guys going, get their mind going. We don't have that. We don't have that. Go to dig down deep in the trenches. That field general to get we don't have that. We need that. We need a Mike Singletary or somebody. We need that mean dog out there on defense. Number 10, Dennis Allen himself. He has no clue how to make in-game adjustments. Teams just the offense was just be steamrolling our defense, and he doesn't even have a clue how to stop it. That's what it looks like. It's like, okay, well, you just keep putting the guys out there and just keep getting them steamrolled. No adjustments, no figuring out how to stop the bleeding. Maybe it's because he just don't have confidence in the players that he has out there. It's because they just won't make those plays. Okay, that's my 10. What do you think is the Bears' problem? Let me know in the comments. But I do know one thing, what Ryan Poles have to do in the offseason, he got to get players that can play Dennis Allen's defense. Now that we taking care of the offense, now we need to take care of the defense. We do trades or the draft. But anyway, folks, what do you think? Put it in the comments. And we might go back and revisit this on another episode. But I'll see you next time on the fan point of view.